I did have some like really difficult times on a personal plan that I never really spoke about. Good morning everybody, back in Paris, and it is 9:46. I have no makeup, I just got quickly dressed and I'm heading downstairs for a coffee. I also need to do appointments for hair, manicure, pedicure, all that sort of stuff post long travels. So today is gonna be one of those days. I need to cut my hair as well soon because after holidays, you know how it is always after the sunbathing and all of that. So let's go have coffee and then some errands. I know it might seem like strange to some of you, but like I was speaking to Xenia about this. Paris makes me so happy already. When I'm here, when I'm in Paris, I feel happy, I feel like I'm at home. There's just something about it I really enjoy, and this is my happiness, like getting up in the morning, having a routine, going for a coffee, just really enjoying a nice kind of like day, enjoying my routine, doing everything that I need to do, working, and it's really like not so much, but I really love it. Okay guys, I am, after a little session behind my computer, finally heading out. I'm wearing all black, which for me is quite unusual. Got the Saint Laurent lace corset and shorts, Chanel sandals, my hair is up, I've got my Dior Bobby bag, and for the first time ever I have these Pacheret earrings and the necklace, which I will show you from the other perspective as well so you can see it a little bit better. But I just thought I'd show you my look. I will link everything below. I got my new water bottle here and I am ready for lunch. And then after that I have to go for a pedicure because it's been a while. I've had it before Santorini and then I traveled, so I really want to treat myself, as Brian would say, self-care.
It's called self-care.
After all, I put my hair down because it's quite unruly, but I quite like to have it down and wear in the shade. It looks like I'm naked but I'm wearing a top, I promise. My camera is also broken, which is a little bit annoying. I have to get a new one, but that will change soon. I'm gonna have lunch at Castiglione now, which is in the background here. But I wanted to show you what I mentioned earlier, the new jewelry. I will link these below. I love them so much. And I have a new necklace over here, so beautiful. But the earrings, they really surprised me because they look so nice with the hair down. Ordered lunch. It's a heat wave in Paris. It's like 35 degrees this week, whole week, which has been so hot. So yeah, managing somehow. I have my favorite avocado toast with salmon and poached egg, and the salad is delicious as well. I really love that for a little brunch. And after that I have a pedicure appointment, so that's current situation. Okay, arrived to my nail bar for a pedicure appointment, which I need, by the way, after all the holidays. That was a little beauty day for me. I had a pedicure appointment. I had an appointment, as obvious, and I've actually done my own nails. I removed the gel and I've just painted them because I think my nails need a little break from gel. Every now and then I give them a break. Do you guys remember that last time I gave them a break from the gel was in February? I mean, I'm wearing black, so it's not the best, but my hair is really long. That's what I wanted to show you. I think I'm gonna have to cut it soon, and it's always after summer holidays that I cut my hair. I think I'm gonna cut this much, and it's quite lucky because I always have my hair cut in Paris. I always have it cut with Natalia. She does an amazing job. I really love her. I think she is really well equipped and has an amazing skill in cutting hair like mine, which is, my hair is very thick, like there's so much hair, so I really need someone who knows, because otherwise when they cut layers or cut things like that, I end up like having a really massive unmanageable hairdo, which then is a horror. So besides that, I am gonna go a little bit upstairs in the office to do some emails today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try and take you to some of my favorite places in Paris. A lot of them are actually open. They were not open in the previous videos. Beautiful day in Paris. Actually very hot, like I mentioned before. It's 36 degrees this week. I don't know if you can see, people are enjoying the fountain, they're enjoying the Jardin de Palais Royal a lot. So that's it. Tomorrow's plan is to take you out a little bit, and in this video as well I'll try and answer some of the questions regarding my life that you guys have been asking, because there's been a lot that I feel like I can answer without revealing too much on my private life, because I have two rules when it comes to sharing. It's a little puppy. I have two rules when it comes to sharing online. I don't like to share people that are not part of public life, that don't want to be shared. Like I never show my sister, I never show my parents, I never show my boyfriends in the past or currently. But I feel like I can say what my status is, I can talk about my plans, my future, but without revealing too much information. So I'm going to try and answer some of the burning questions as well, and hopefully a lot of things will be better for you guys as well. Oh my god, it's so hot to sit outside. I can't even explain it to you. I'm gonna go in, put something comfy on, and go and do some work. I also need to do some tidying because it's a little messy. I've traveled yesterday with my bags, so I'm gonna put them away, and then let's go and do the work. Good morning, everybody. So we started the day early in Marais. We're like between 3rd and 4th at the moment, and we're heading to Boot Cafe for apparently best coffee in Paris. It's also the smallest cafe in Paris, so going to see what it's like, and I will take you with me. Yeah, I really need coffee right now because it's like 11 o'clock and there is no coffee, and we've been around Marais for a while, so let's run. This video was supposed to be a vlog. So this morning I went to Marais. I was going to show you like a coffee and breakfast at Fragment, or at Boot, or at Merci, and the coffee shop in all three places closed. So Fragment closed, Boot closed, Merci closed, and I was like, I can show them nothing. So then we went back to the neighborhood, had coffee, and most of the things are closed. It's Tuesday. I don't know why things are closed, but I'm assuming a lot of it is to do that it's August and a lot of people are actually leaving Paris. In Paris in August seems like the city is shut completely, which I kind of like in some ways because I can also relax a little bit more, even though work is getting very busy, but I'm managing. So instead I decided to do a life update because this video is going live tomorrow. Basically I filmed it yesterday when you were watching it, and I kind of started doing like a little Q&A on my Instagram. Then there were so many same questions, and I thought, okay, now it seems like it would be an okay time to really open up and say some stuff about my plans, about what's been going on, because you guys have been so supportive to me and so loving. Like since I arrived in Paris, my YouTube views has skyrocketed, the story views, you guys are sending me so many DMs, so many recommendations, so many questions about everything to do with everything. So I really wanted to be honest and kind of like tell you everything that's been going on, explain some stuff as well, without having to reveal too many personal information. So let's try and do as many answers to your questions as possible. Just want to say I love your Paris vlogs. I love the city, has something magical to it. I will start with that because I think it's a good kind of introduction to what I'm about to say. I love Paris, and I think I'm seeing everything with a fresh pair of eyes, even though I've been in Paris like a billion times before. But it's like, it's really beautiful. I've spoken to Ksenia about this. There's such an incredible energy in Paris, something that is really driving me, something that's really making me happy here. What many of you don't know is that I never thought about moving to Paris. Actually, it happened very spontaneously. You know, I've spoken about this before. I said as soon as I arrived in Paris and when I decided that I was gonna stay, I arrived here first of all for 7 days. So I came to Paris with one suitcase because I first wanted to do some stuff for work, and then I decided that I was gonna stay. I managed to get short-term let, so I managed to rent a place. That took like a few days to get everything done, and then I filmed a video where I've told you guys that I have moved to Paris. I decided to move to Paris, and I was like, okay, I will be sharing the time when the corona is over between London and Paris. That was the ideal plan. And in that previous video I also told you Milan could also be an option, because a lot of things are quite unknown at the moment in my life. So I didn't plan on moving here, but then many of you have noticed, and it is true, I fell in love. It's not something that you plan. You cannot plan something like that in your life at all, but it is really beautiful. I spoke to Ksenia about this, and she told me she's reading this book where Alicia Keys once said that she's not going to be wearing makeup anymore. I don't know if you guys remember this thing when she said that she will not be wearing makeup anymore. And after that, she was on a TV show and she was applying lipstick, and they asked her like, oh, I thought that Alicia Keys doesn't wear makeup anymore. And she said, I do whatever the I want. And at that point, like this sentence really encouraged me, because how I do my life is sort of like I make plans and then I'm like, oh no, but I was gonna live in London, so why would I move to Paris now? But then I keep reminding myself, so what if I wanted to move to London? And you know, like, sure, I told my best friends, my close family, I'm moving to London, but I changed my mind and I'm moving to Paris now. You know, like a lot of people have kind of reached out to me and they were like, but why are you moving to Paris now? Weren't you supposed to move to London? It's like, am I not allowed to change my mind? And they were all like, oh yeah, of course you are.
How do you know when enough is enough?
It's just that a lot of people kind of want you to stick to the decisions, which at the moment I'm not able to do, because my life is constantly evolving and changing, and I did not plan, like I said, to fall in love, but I did fall in love and I decided to stay in Paris, and I really love it here. I will be, of course, still sharing my time between London and Paris. It's just because I have like family in London and because I love England so much. So still gonna be my home forever, but Paris is my city of choice at the moment. And basically the reason why I read that assumption is because I think that that kind of energy between falling in love, the city that I really enjoy, the new city, the change, is really affecting me so much that I'm enjoying vlogging so much. I'm enjoying all of this. I'm having a really great time with you guys as well, and it's something really beautiful. Are you going to move all of your stuff to Paris? Probably. At some point, you know, a lot of you were asking me, are you going to move in with your partner? And I think the answer is yes to this question as well. And then I'm gonna make an official move. I'm going to try to sort of manage, maybe not bring everything that I own here, but a lot of things that I need and I use and I want. So I won't be able to manage like 2 wardrobes, but I would like to have some stuff in England and I would like to have some stuff here, and I will be moving more stuff when we officially move in together. But also remember that I told you there was that whole Milan thing, and that is also kind of like hanging above my head still, because a lot of my best friends are in Milan, a lot of my work is in Milan, and also I moved here sort of like because of work, but also because of falling in love I stayed here. So if my partner would move on, I would probably also move on, you know, because at the end of the day I can work from anywhere in the world. So that also answers a lot of questions which are like, have you moved all of your bags, shoes and stuff? No, because I never moved, which I as well said in that first video, I never moved with a van like full of boxes. I came for a short time, I decided to stay, then we shipped the boxes of clothes and bags and things when I signed the deal. Actually, this is how it was. So I came for a short time, then I decided to prolong it and moved officially. And then I realized that actually I want to stay in Paris longer, not just, I don't know, like 3 or 6 months or 8 months. You know how it is. I don't know, when I moved to England, I thought I moved just to study. I thought I moved there for 4 years, but I actually stayed in England for 13 years. So you never know, you know, you move and you say like, okay, this is where I'm now. You buy a SIM card, you pay for electricity bill, but you can leave the place after 3 months, or you can leave the place after 1 month, but I've decided to prolong the stay. So officially I will stay in Paris. What are your goals for this year and next year? My main goal is to be happy and healthy, because this corona pandemic has really shown me how important it is and that happiness comes in first place, you know. I did have some like really difficult times on a personal plan that I never really spoke about. I mentioned in a previous vlog, I hate talking about bad things that happen to me, because I don't want people pitying me, especially when they don't know the whole situation. It can be quite difficult. I made some bad choices in the past. I made some decisions that were really like, I mean, you know, not the best, so I had to pay consequences on the personal level, but in the end kind of everything makes sense. Maybe like you guys would like me to film a video like discussing as well some of like the worst and the best things I've done in my life. I think that could be actually an interesting topic, like a story time type of thing. Let me just give you a little warning, there will be a lot of past relationships and bad decisions that I've made. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. Tips for single ladies on how to meet one since you're in love. I don't have a tip, because I never was the one that goes out to meet guys, that I never ever met anybody like on a dating website. I've never been on a dating app or a platform or anything like that in my life, and I am, how old am I? 31. So maybe I'm old for that, but for me everything happens by chance, through friends. Ask your friends if they have any other single friends. Will I be learning French? Well, at the moment I'm planning to be running my business between London and Paris for at least another year, but this could be shorter as well. So I don't know, like if something changes, like I said before, and it could change, like I don't know what life brings, you know. It's just like a matter of different work decisions and love decisions. But at the moment I might be learning French, because I'm planning on staying here for a while. Do you miss your family and nephews so much? I spoke to my sister today and she cried because she says she misses me so much, and honestly I miss her. I cannot even tell you how much I miss my sister. She is the most important thing in my life and the most amazing person that I know, so I miss her. I miss also my friends in Serbia. I haven't been in Serbia since October 2019. At the moment it's one of the countries that if you visit you cannot go back to European Union. It could be quite risky for me. So many questions, do you want to stay in Paris? So I did not expect it, but I love it more than I thought. I'm learning to understand the French mentality slowly but surely. And yeah, I am staying in Paris. So why in the previous video you have said that you have bought this apartment and now you're saying it's a short-term rent? I never said that I bought an apartment in Paris. It would never even be my intention. I never mentioned before in my channels buying any apartment. Never even mentioned about any properties, in fact. I think for like the last 10 years of this YouTube channel, I don't think I've ever mentioned any properties. But I guess like people assume, and there is one thing that we say in pharmacy, and many of my pharmacy viewers will understand, but to assume is to make an ass of you and me, because assuming is never a good idea, because you're just guessing, because you think, okay, she like, you know, bought an apartment. But I thought that was so obvious that I rented through a Parisian agency, and on my stories I said that I moved here for short term. So I guess people wanted to assume, or sometimes it's not so interesting to highlight the nice exciting things like I moved to Paris, as it's interesting to assume something and to make me seem like a bad person, or to make it more dramatic, which I also understand. You guys have rights to comment on whatever you want. I don't like when people make up stuff, like making up that I ever said something that I didn't say, which I did not. But my personal view is that you have right to comment everything you want. You can say like that I look ugly, that my nose is big, what else do I get, that my chin is too pointy, that my hair is horrible, that my outfits, that you hate my style, that I'm stupid, you know, like the personal opinions of me as a person, or of my work, are absolutely fine with me. I'm very happy you guys comment. I say like, okay, that's your opinion, you know. But I think to watch someone and then to make up lies is a bit, I don't want to get involved in that. So I don't really respond when people try to make up lies, or when people try to provocate me. I don't really respond because it's just not what I'm interested in. It doesn't at all even hold my attention. I don't know, I've always been like that. Maybe because I was bullied in school, so bullying on the internet doesn't really faze me. I guess it's much harder for people who are bullies to accept bullying, but because I was bullied my whole childhood, for me online bullying is, you know, something like the most normal thing. And I have had people make up stuff and stories about me throughout my teen years, so I'm very much used to it. And like I said before, I think that we have all witnessed someone making up a rumor about us before, but you know, it's just all about how we deal with it, and I'm so used to it now. What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in Paris versus London? This is such a great question. Well, one major disadvantage of living in Paris is that I don't speak the language, but yeah, and one big advantage of living in Paris is that I think Paris is such a city, like for my job is so great. I think Milan and Paris are the cities of fashion. London not as much, even though I love London fashion. It's completely different, but it's a little bit different. And for my job, Paris is like a massive advantage because all the brands that I work with are here, and I really love that. It's so nice seeing you in a happy relationship. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? Yes, I've had in my life 2 toxic relationships. I mean, I had my first boyfriend when I was 18 and I'm 31, so you can imagine. I've mostly been in long relationships, like 2 or 3 years, always, never less than that. I've been kind of in relationships from 18 till now. I think toxic relationships are important for you to learn and evolve. They can be very psychologically traumatizing, but right now I'm so happy because I have been in the past in a bad relationship, so that I've learned, I've grown, I've evolved, and I can much more appreciate the person I'm with now because he treats me well, he's very kind, he makes me feel safe, secure, and positive all the time. He wants me to succeed, he wants me to do well in life, and that's something really new for me. Sorry, my memory card got full, so I had to swap it. So yeah, I think I answered the most important questions. There were kind of lingering about, well, there was another one that was kind of a lot happening, but I feel like it's pointless a little bit to answer to it as well, which was, are you pregnant? I'm not pregnant. That's not the reason why I moved to Paris. And also there's a lot of like, are you engaged? Do you think you're engaged? I'm not engaged. I don't know if I will share with the world when I'm engaged, but I don't know. I kind of do everything like Alicia Keys, you know? I do everything how I feel. I do have one rule, which is not to share private people online. If I share myself online, you have 100% right to comment about me, to talk negative, to gossip, to leave bad comments. I think it's your absolute right. But if I don't share my sister, my parents, my boyfriend, my childhood friends, I don't share them because they're private people and they would like to stay private. But then if you share their pictures online, or you comment about them and you leave comments to me, I think it's unfair because they are asking to stay private. Like for example, my sister, she works as a healthcare professional, so I don't think anybody needs to comment about her online because she did not ask to be in the online world. And that's kind of my rule. That's my only rule that I have. But other than that, I do share stuff about me that I think can help somebody, that I think can help you get the whole picture about, wow, the storm is coming, that can help you get a picture about what's going on in my life. I have a very normal life. I work, I fall in love, I make up, break up, go through heartbreaks. I've had so many heartbreaks in my life, which is another reason why I don't like sharing so much of my personal love life online, because I've done that once when I was really young, 10 years ago, and once the heartbreak happens, it's even harder when you have to deal with everything online. So to sum up, my little life update and everything that you need to know. I am gonna stay in Paris for a good while. I am happy in a relationship. I'm in love, which is one of the two reasons why I am living in Paris. One of them is work, like I've said before, and the other one is love. Like I said, I'm planning on staying in Paris, but that could change. But you never know what life brings, you know, and sometimes you just have to, you can make plans, but plans change and things happen, and that's basically it. No matter how much luck, money, opportunities you have in life, life happens, and we all go through ups and downs, and that's the really most important message that I would like to say. So I never expected this to happen, but it happened. So that's it. I'm staying here. I'm happy to share my life, my Parisian life with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Again, leave comments below telling me what else you would like me to speak about, to vlog about while I'm in Paris. What would you like to see? I'm super excited to kind of share more of my life with you, and I cannot wait to move in with my boyfriend. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.